Watch this. A finance team used to spend 3.5 hours every morning matching bank statements by hand. Now an AI agent reads the statements, reconciles them, and flags the two that don't match in 12 minutes. If you work inside SAP, you know the real problem isn't any one system. It's all of them at once. A question about a late shipment means 3 tabs, 2 exports, and a call to someone in another department who has the context you don't. This video covers exactly what SAP Joule is in 2026, how to actually get access to it, real agents already doing work inside finance, HR, procurement, and supply chain, and the 2 ways to go further if the ready-made agents aren't enough. Plus what SAP has planned next. Joule isn't a single chatbot anymore. By the middle of 2026, it's grown into a platform with more than 40 specialized agents and over 2,400 individual skills embedded directly inside the SAP applications people already use every day. And don't worry, I'm not going to walk you through all 40 right now. Stick around. The complete list, every agent, and exactly what it does is at the end of this video. I'm Kate. Let's find out what Joule can actually do for you, starting with how it got here. We'll move fast. What Joule is today, how you get access, the agents already live, how to build your own, who's keeping the agents honest, what's shipping next, and at the very end, that full agent directory I promised. SAP announced Joule back in September 2023 as a generative AI assistant, a natural language layer you could ask questions of, sitting on top of S/4HANA Cloud and the rest of SAP's cloud portfolio. That was the starting point, not the destination. By 2026, Joule has evolved into a full agentic AI platform. Instead of just answering questions, it can autonomously execute end-to-end business processes, generating ABAP code, building integration flows, and increasingly just doing the task instead of explaining how. What keeps it from hallucinating generic advice is grounding. Joule pulls context from the SAP Knowledge Graph and SAP Business Data Cloud. So answers and actions are based on your company's actual data, not a guess. So how do you actually get your hands on it? That part trips people up more than it should. Start at sap.com/products/artificial intelligence/AI-assistant. There's a SAP's official Joule page with an overview demos and the request access path that kicks off the licensing conversation with your account team. Once you're there, the baseline conversational experience is included with your existing SAP Cloud subscription, S/4HANA Cloud, Rise, or Grow with SAP at no extra license cost. But it isn't switched on by default. You license a no-cost SAP SKU, which provisions Joule and triggers terms you'll need to accept. So this still starts with a conversation with your account executive. Behind the scenes, there are real prerequisites. Your system needs to integrate with SAP Cloud Identity Services. You need an SAP BTP Global account to register it. And Joule has to share the same identity tenant as the application it's enabled in. Once that's done, admins turn it on for specific users through AI Services Administration. One central console for enabling, configuring, and monitoring every AI feature. Once enabled, Joule shows up as an icon inside S/4HANA Cloud, Public and Private Edition, SuccessFactors, Ariba, and the Customer Experience Suite. On-premise S/4HANA customers aren't left out either. There's a documented setup path for private edition systems, though it takes more configuration than the pure cloud editions. And you don't have to leave your inbox to use it. Joule integrates with Microsoft Teams, Outlook, and Microsoft 365 Copilot. So you can check a report or approve a workflow from inside a Teams chat on desktop or mobile without logging into SAP separately. In practice, it looks like this: a side panel, a plain English question, and an answer that's traceable back to a specific record in your system, not a generic summary pulled from the open web. Here's where it gets interesting. Joule agents aren't one generic assistant. They're specialists, organized by business function, each one built around a task someone on your team currently does by hand. The cash management agent alone saves up to 70% of the time finance teams spend on reconciliation. The production planning agent auto-releases a production order the moment conditions are met. And there are dozens more like them. Remember, the full directory is coming at the end. And here's the part that separates this from a set of chatbots. The agents can consult each other. A procurement agent can pull in a logistics agent mid-task, or a finance agent can reach out to a forecasting agent, automatically, depending on what the situation actually needs. A planner doesn't run 3 transactions anymore. They ask. The agent checks material and capacity itself, and it either releases the order or tells you exactly what's blocking it, with the decision logged for anyone who needs to review it later. 40 agents covers a lot, but not everything. So what happens when your process is genuinely specific to your business? That's what Joule Studio is for. Its Agent Builder, generally available since January 2026, is a no-code environment where you design, build, and deploy your own custom Joule agents using the same underlying SAP technology as the ready-made ones. A custom agent can connect to external tools through the Model Context Protocol, hand off subtasks to other agents for multi-step workflows, and stay grounded in your own documents and business context through the Knowledge Graph. And critically, Joule Studio agents support human-in-the-loop by default. So a critical decision still gets a person's sign-off, unless you deliberately design it not to. A common real-world build is a payroll variance analysis agent, one that simplifies a process that normally eats a controller's whole week into something reviewed in minutes for financial control and compliance. You're arranging skills and conditions on a canvas, not writing a framework from scratch. Which is exactly why this is realistic for a functional consultant, not just a developer. If you are a developer, there's a second advanced path. Joule for developers, SAP AI Copilot for ABAP. It's trained specifically on SAP code, millions of lines of ABAP, CDs, and RAP, and it's embedded directly into ABAP development tools in Eclipse, SAP Business Application Studio, and now Visual Studio Code through a dedicated ABAP McP server. The 2026 shift here is agentic. Instead of just completing a line of code, it can propose and orchestrate a full refactoring plan across multiple objects, or work through a legacy migration by analyzing old code and generating the new RAP model itself. SAP cites up to 20% less effort writing ABAP and Java code, and up to 25% lower cost on testing. You ask it to modernize a piece of legacy logic, and it comes back with a change plan spanning several objects, not just a single auto-completed line. But the more autonomy you hand an agent, the more you need to know who's watching it. SAP Linux's AI Agent Hub gives CIOs a single dashboard of every agent deployed across the landscape, where it runs, what process it touches, how it's performing. Pair it with agent mining in SAP Signavio, which analyzes how agents actually decide and act, flags bottlenecks, and surfaces non-compliance instead of leaving agent behavior as a black box. Underneath that, agents inherit SAP Central Identity and Authorization services, so an agent can only act within the same access boundaries a real employee would have. And by default, it checks with a human before anything consequential happens. On cost, the core conversational experience rides on your existing cloud subscription at no extra license fee, with a metered allowance of actions per year. Go past that allowance, or start building in Joule Studio, and you move into consumption-based AI units and separate developer capacity pricing. SAP doesn't publish a fixed price list for this. Get the real number from your account executive before you plan a budget around it. So, where does this go from here? SAP has already told us. Deep research in Joule moves past quick answers into full strategic analysis, combining internal SAP data with external intelligence in one connected research session, entering beta at the end of 2025 and rolling out through 2026. Alongside it, role-based AI assistants connect each person automatically to the right agents for their specific job. So a finance leader and a recruiter get different intelligence surfaced by default. Joule Studio itself is getting a major upgrade. Joule Studio 2 expands the pre-built library toward roughly 200 specialized agents across around 50 domain assistants. reaching early adopters in June 2026, with general availability targeted for the third quarter. SAP has also outlined bidirectional agent-to-agent capability targeted for the fourth quarter of 2026, letting approved third-party agents securely call on Joule agents and act inside your processes. And further out, an outcome-driven interface is in development, where instead of navigating menus, you simply describe the outcome you want and the system routes you to the right action. And SAP has signaled it wants Joule agents to reach beyond software entirely, connecting business intelligence to robotics and industrial systems. So an agent that can already reason through a multi-step business process starts reasoning through a physical one too. That's the direction SAP has announced, not something shipping today. Worth watching, not budgeting for yet. And now, as promised, every Joule agent live today in one place. Okay, as promised. Here is the complete list of Joule agents live today, grouped by function, with a one-line description of what each one actually does. Feel free to pause here. Finance, cash management, receipt analysis, dispute resolution, accounts receivable, expense report validation, meeting location planning, travel booking, international trade classification, and accounting accruals. Supply chain, field service dispatch, shop floor supervision, maintenance planning, production planning and operations, change record management, and supplier onboarding. Performance preparation, HR service, people intelligence, career and talent development, and payroll. Procurement, sourcing events, and bid analysis. Customer experience, case classification, quote creation, shopping, Q&A, knowledge creation, digital service, and catalog optimization. Transformation management, process content recommendation, workspace administration, screen guidance, value case creation, and dashboard analysis. And in industry, utilities, customer self-service, with more industry-specific agents joining this list regularly. If this saved you an hour of digging through SAP roadmap decks, a like helps other SAP folks find it. And subscribing means you won't miss the next one in this series. So, Joule in one line. A grounded AI platform with dozens of specialist agents, 2 ways to extend it yourself, and real governance underneath it. You don't need to roll out 40 agents on day 1. Start at SAP's Joule page, ask your account executive to activate the no-cost SKU, and spend 1 week just using the plain chat inside a system you already touch daily. See what it actually knows about your data before you plan anything bigger. I'm Kate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.